What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your weekly auction flips brought to you by AutoAuctions.io. If you don't know who they are or what they are a service that lets you see vehicles that have been run and possibly rerun a few more times through the auto auctions like Copart and IAA. Definitely worth the small fee to go check out a car on AutoAuctions.io before you drop, I don't know, $138,000 on a Lamborghini Huracan. Anyway, big shout out to AutoAuctions.io. I appreciate them for providing this content for us. Let's jump right into it. So here we have a 2015 Lamborghini Huracan. You can see it sold from the insurance company for $117,000 in San Diego, California. And then you can see it sold right after by a third party in San Bernardino, California. Now, the only difference that I see here so far from just these two pictures are the rims. Other than that, looks pretty similar, but the price difference is $117,000, and the top one last sold for $138,000. Same car, water flood damage. Let's click on it. All right, so it does not run, it does not drive, but it does have keys. The pictures look, it looks great. Yeah. She's sharp. She's sharp. See, I'm not afraid of flood cars. I'd have bought the damn thing myself. I would have. If I had $117,000, spare sitting around to go buy a Lamborghini, I probably would have bought this one. All right. Not really a whole lot of info on this one other than it's sold from the insurance company for $117,000. So let's back out of this and let's see the updated listing where it sold from a third party for $138,000 in San Bernardino. So water flood, but now it runs and drives. Now it starts, has keys, still holds a California salvage certificate for water flood, 2,401 miles. 2,000 miles. As much as I think these cars are absolutely beautiful, just a complete work of art, in my opinion, I will say this. I have seen so many Lamborghinis that have almost no miles that require extensive service. Like, I don't know if that's just how these cars are made. Like, 2,000 miles for a regular car? No big deal. You don't need your first real service until like 10,000 miles. A Lamborghini? Yeah, 2,500 miles, engine out, service, boys and girls. We need to do a timing belt. I'm just making that up. I don't know. I don't know anything about these cars, but I will say this. If you can barely afford to buy one salvage, you're better off staying away from it, because you're not going to be able to afford the service. But either way, good-looking car. Good-looking car. I guess they got lucky. That's my guess. I don't know. They must have got lucky, and this thing actually ran and drove, after whatever flood it was in. Next on my list is a 2014 Bentley Flying Spur. All right, this is a pretty cool-looking car. These things always intrigue me because I love seeing, the original photos where they're just a total basket case. And then you get photos like this up top where to me, it just doesn't make sense. It gets me so frustrated I start stuttering. You know what I mean? Like, look at this thing up top, right? They did all this work to make it look better, but they left a smashed door. Like, why? If you're going to go through all that trouble to put all this stuff back together, why leave a crunched door? Couldn't you replace the door? I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Hartford, Connecticut, 2 years ago, it sold for $38,250. Then in Los Angeles, California, 2 years ago, it sold for $59,500. So let's take a look at the before photos. Yeah, she's she's seen better days, for sure. Honestly, what do you think? I don't particularly like this car. I really don't. I don't like the body style. I don't really like anything about it. I don't care if it is a Bentley. Granted, I could never afford it, but regardless, even if I could afford it, I wouldn't spend my money on something like that. All right, so certificate of title salvage, front end side damage, 7,500 miles, $97,000 worth of damage, V12 automatic. All right, enough of that. Let's check out the after photos and see what exactly they fixed on this bad boy. Does not run, does not drive. Okay. Los Angeles, California. So the front end looks a whole lot better. This is one I'm real skeptical about. You can see the grill down here is still busted. It's damp. this is one of those. I think I don't want to say for a fact, but this looks like one of them cover-up jobs, man. You know, someone just tried to pretty it up a little bit, and I guess it worked. I guess it worked because it does not run, it does not drive. It still looks like a hot mess. It looks a lot better than it did, though. Looks a lot better than it did. And you can see the seller decline $59,000 twice before they let it go for $500 more. Okay, you know, it is what it is. I'm certain this is a cover-up job. They made it look a lot better, though. You know, they did. It looks a lot better, but I have no doubt that underneath there is a lot of damage that you cannot see. Next on my list is a 2017 McLaren 570S. This sold from the insurance company as a parts car for $33,000. That was 6 months ago in Rancho Cucamonga, California. And then it sold yet again 6 months ago in West Warren, Massachusetts. So this thing, you know, some of these cars, it's weird how they find their way like from one end of the country all the way on the other end to sell at a different auction. I don't exactly get that. I don't understand. But you can see it's been sold as parts both times. So here's for $33,000. Let me tell you something. We'll have to see how bad it is for sure. But for $33,000, I would buy the hell out of a McLaren for $33,000. And if it's a burn car like that stinking Lincoln was, man, we'll just go to pull apart. Oh, wait, you can't find a McLaren at pull apart. All right, look, I like the McLarens. I really do. So I guess you can't really see much of this car. They've got it, oh. All right, this I guess I'm speechless, ladies and gentlemen. That doesn't happen very often, but I don't even know exactly what I'm looking at here. The interior of this thing, I thought maybe it was burned, but I don't think the interior is burned. No brakes. I'm lost. I'm lost. So I guess we'll just go through the info here. No run, no drive, doesn't even have keys. Parts only, non-repairable. That sucks. Estimated repair cost $220,000. Wow. And here's the other thing. Right here, you can see the seller declined an offer of $47,250 before the insurance company had to let it go for $33,000. I see this so many times that the insurance company would just take that first offer. You know, when people are really interested in it, you got a better chance of making some more money off of it. But it seems like more times than not, they just let it run through a few times and then people lose interest and eventually they have to let it go cheap. So let's take a look at it now and see what it looks like for $54,500. I'll be honest with you. Okay, so it still does not run or drive. I guess all they did is they took the wrap off of it. That's probably, I'm gonna say right now, I haven't even looked. I never look at these before I show this video to you guys, or before I make this video for you guys, I should say. But I'm willing to bet all they did was bought it, took the wrap off of it, the saran wrap. Okay, they cleaned it. But other than that, it's probably in the exact same shape it was in when they got it. They did, oh, yeah. Yep. So now you can see the fire damage. I wish we could see more. I wish they would show more pictures of this. But there it is. And it sold for $54,000. Like, that's not bad. All they had to do was unwrap the car, give it a bath, clean it up, and here you go. Turn around and they made themselves a little bit of money off of it, right? That's a good deal. Good deal. Next on my list, a 2015 Bentley Continental. This one, you know, almost $20,000 between the first time it sold and the second time it sold. This one is a salvage. Insurance company. No run, no drive, but it does have keys. Oh, she took a hard hit in the back. A hard, low hit. That's, yeah. Overall, though, still a great-looking car. And here's the thing. If I had the money, and I don't pretend to even, you know, come across as like I got that kind of money, but if I had this kind of money, I would be willing to get into something like this. I would. How much do you think that engine is worth? Those seats. Like, there is a gold mine worth of parts in this thing for $36,000. Absolutely. And it makes for some good videos, right? All right, 12,000 miles, V8, salvage certificate. San Bernardino, California. Again, let's take a look at what it... I've got a feeling it's going to look exactly the same. I do. Now it's sold from a third party. We still got from... Oh, no? No, it doesn't look the same. It does not look the same. So they pounded out the trunk. It looks like they just took a hammer or something, a slide hammer, and they just beat the heck out of the trunk. But I'll bet you underneath that bumper, I'll bet under the cover, that thing is still crunched and smashed in. Yeah, so, you know, they did a quick cover up, threw it back through the auction, and, resold it for $58,000. That's crazy. That's crazy. Over 20 grand. Wow. Wow. All right. Last but not least on my list is a 2010 Ferrari California. All right, so here we go. Salvage. Okay, this, ladies and gentlemen, is also interesting. Salvage. Clean title? Interesting. Interesting. We have a clean title on this one, but this one was salvaged. So, anyway, here it goes. Insurance company from China Grove, North Carolina, $46,250. I'm not even sure. It doesn't look like the damage is that bad to me. It doesn't. It looks like it's been disassembled. I think the damage looks worse because all the parts are taken off. But honestly, it doesn't look like it's got that much damage. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I want it. I could fix it. I could fix it. No, I probably couldn't fix it, but still. Okay, nice car for $46,000, all right? Does not run and drive, does not start. China Grove, North Carolina, certificate salvage title. Odometer 15,800 miles. Estimated repair $121,000. Now, let's have a look at this thing with a clean title. Remember, it did not run and drive, and it still doesn't. It still doesn't. Here it is, 2010 Ferrari California. Does not run and drive, does not start, but it has keys. $20,000 more than it was before. Why wouldn't it run and drive? You know, what is it we're missing here? I don't know. You guys see something that I'm missing? If you see something I'm missing, tell me. Why wouldn't it run and drive? I mean, it's got gas. I don't know. The electronics seem to work. Heck, I'd drive that thing just like it is. Yeah, very, very interesting. Obviously, this time it sold from a third party, but this time it sold in Los Angeles, California. So this is another one that found its way across the country. All right, so that is going to conclude this week's AutoAuctions.io weekly auction flips. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the content. Feel free to leave this video a like, and please don't hesitate to leave your comments below. And I will catch you all very soon in the next one.